Okay, so I've got it. I'm going to go out and do a lot more testing with it. This is the new 100 to 200 millimeter 5.6 Fujifilm GFX lens for the GFX 50S, GFX 50R, which is on right now, and obviously the upcoming 100 megapixel Fujifilm GFX 100. It's actually incredibly lightweight. There's actually no difference in weight and size on this lens than there is a standard 70 to 200 lens. This is effectively 35 millimeter equivalent of 78 millimeter to 160 millimeter, right thereabouts. So kind of like a short version of a 70 to 200. Very, very lightweight. One thing I found surprising, there's a few people that got test samples of this and posted some test shots, but none of them actually had any bokeh in them. And very, very surprised and happy is that, by the way, this lens is really fast for autofocus as well as linear motors. Let's repeat after me. Crotch melting bokeh. It's actually really good at 100. This is a zoom, of course, a fixed 5.6. Not a fixed 5.6, but the 5.6 zoom. Max aperture. But at 200, it's amazing. I'll post some test images of the bokeh quality of this lens at 100 and 200 later. But it is really, really good. Sharp as hell. Actually, they say here in the South, it's sharp as piss. Very, very shockingly lightweight. So far as you worrying about this dangling off the front of your camera, so far as stressing the lens mount on your GFX camera, no worries at all. So incredibly lightweight, insanely fast, sharp as piss, and repeat after me, crotch melting bokeh. Very, very happy. By the way, tripod collar is removable, but I'm actually going to put a black rapid fastener on the bottom of this and actually do a sling swivel attachment at the tripod collar on this lens. Very, very lightweight. Actually, the rear element is actually buried, and it does not change when you zoom this lens. The rear element on this lens is buried right about here. So the rear element is right about here. It does not breathe either when you actually zoom the lens or focus it. Focus, of course, is by wire. There's a lot of black flocking between here and here. This is always the case of lenses, telephoto lenses, whether they be prime or zoom, that have the rear element buried deep inside the lens. Very lightweight. I was actually shocked. By the way, of course, this lens does have optical image stabilization, and it works really well. OIS. OIS is quite important on medium format. GFX-R actually has substantially less shutter shock than GFX 50S does, so that's been dampened and improved. Not that Fujifilm ever mentioned that, but I mean, it's a welcome, happy situation for the GFX-R owners versus that of the 50S, and I also own a 50S. So, here we go. Oh, by the way, yeah, this is sure very well made lens that it comes with a trapdoor for adjusting like a circular polarizer. It's got a push button release. This is actually two-piece, half metal, half polycarbonate quality lens hood, so it's very, very lightweight lens. No problems at all letting this hang off your camera. Now I'm going to go out and take a bunch of test shots. It's kind of cold outside, but I'm really happy with this lens. I thought at 5.6 that the bokeh on this lens would be a problem. This lens has got crotch melting bokeh. Awesome! Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.